When I first decided to come back on this platform after YouTube demonetized my entire channel and then surprisingly gave it back, I stated in my first Here I Am video that I wanted to start making more videos to give people information so they can help themselves. That's what this video is. We're gonna talk about sugar. The really corny statement that health is wealth is extremely true. If your health is not good, then it's going to be really hard to live your life to the fullest. One of the reasons why I'm so passionate about dietary issues is because I've had my fair share of problems. I've talked about a few times or many times on this channel that I used to deal with really bad mental health issues, really bad depression, bedridden depression, and yes, some of it definitely was linked and tied to my very abusive childhood. Some of it could have been genetics, and some of it was definitely probably tied to my environment, my lifestyle, and the people that I was spending time with, and all of those things I've changed or I'm healing from. However, I do also tie my mental health issues with my dietary problems back then. I have a glucose intolerance issue that I'm working on and healing, speaking into existence. I can't handle a lot of sugar, and the thing is, a lot of people can't handle a lot of sugar and they just don't realize it. A lot of things in our culture is just normalized, especially like the Black culture. I mean, I think this is with everyone. The idea of like, oh, I need to take a nap after a big meal is pretty normalized, but in Black culture we call it the itis. I mean, do people still call it the itis? You know, I got the itis, like after you have a big meal and you feel like you want to fall into a deep ass coma for the next 30 years. That's not normal. That's not healthy. We've just normalized it in our society. Just like we normalize the idea of turning 30 and all of a sudden you have no desire to go out anymore or live your life to the fullest, or your body just hurts and is in pain and your muscles and your joints are all wrecked. 30 is not old. But I always see these memes about like, this is me when I'm 19 and I'm so energetic and I'm happy and I love life, and this is me when I'm 30 and I just don't care anymore. Like, that's not normal. Being in a rut and feeling that way in your 30s is not normal. Some of it is affected by the way we live our lives and the food that we eat. It is so much information out there. It still boggles my mind that people either claim ignorance or are still very ignorant about a lot of the ways our food is made and processed is basically poisoning us. It's really bad for us. If you go down the rabbit hole like I've gone down, it's not that a lot of food corporations or big manufacturers or the FDA or even big pharma necessarily like set out to like make people sick or like we just want to kill the masses. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a part of some sort of like population control, but the thing is, once they realize something that they're doing, something they're putting in our food or the way they're processing our food is indeed making us sick or even killing us, not only do they turn a blind eye to it, not only do they cover up that evidence, not only do they lie about it and skew the information, they double the fuck down. I did a video a while back with Russell Brand who talked about the fact that there's arsenic in some babies' food like Gerber, and not just the rice baby food. And instead of being like, holy shit, there's arsenic in the baby food, we should lessen that. No, they like literally lobbied the government to give them permission to put more arsenic in the baby food. Sugar is fucking bad for you. It is like a goddamn drug. And a matter of fact, the way some people's sugar addict brains light up is the same way people brains light up when they do other drugs like heroin or crack cocaine. It's addictive and it's bad for you. Matter of fact, a lot of foods are made to be addictive, especially processed sugar, white processed sugar, and the way we process our food. Like an example, rice. The way rice is grown, it doesn't come out like the picturesque little white pearl colored rice that you see in your grocery stores today. When rice comes out of the ground, and there's multiple species of rice, of course there's black and there's red and yellow and all these other species of rice, but normal rice that you see that most people eat today, white rice, is not, it does not grow that way. It's grown brown and has a brown protective shell on the rice. That is the way we're supposed to consume it. That's the way our ancestors consumed it, right? But because it tastes better for most people anyway, at least that's, we've been bred to want it to taste like that. A lot of times things don't actually taste that good, because a lot of times people will say like, oh my god, but it's so good. The candy, the chips, the chocolate, the cookies, the hot dogs, the donuts, it was so good. How can things be so good, be so bad? That's why it's so hard to stop. It's not really that good. Your brain is just addicted to it. Your brain is addicted to the sugar because you have a sugar addiction. Because a lot of times, and I implore you to actually test this out for yourself. A lot of times when you take a break from all that sugar, give yourself 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 2 weeks. Hell, give yourself 1 week, and you completely eliminate that shit from your diet. When you start to eat it again, it doesn't actually taste that good. It tastes like shit. It tastes way too sweet, and it usually tastes like fucking chemicals. Your brain is addicted to it. It's usually not really that good. However, we've been sort of designed to like want to the white rice. We've been conditioned to want to eat white rice. It tastes better to our taste buds, to us, right? And so it's become more mainstream to strip the brown shell, the protective shell, off the rice. And when you do that, the way your body breaks it down is unnatural, because white rice usually breaks down to sugar, and your body breaks it down too quickly, and then your glucose can't handle all that sugar rushing in at the pace that it is, and usually it affects you affects your body in a negative way, right? The brown shell on the rice is supposed to slow down you being able to process it in your stomach, right? It's supposed to slow down the digestive system, the digestive process. It's supposed to slow down your digestive process, breaking it down into that sugar. It slows the process down of your body and taking that sugar, you're into that glucose, and it doesn't go haywire afterwards, right? The way we process a lot of foods, and the way the shit that we put in our food, again, a lot of stuff we put in our food and the way we process our food are literally illegal in other countries. You should ask yourself why it's illegal in other countries. The way we process our food and what we put in our food is a lot. And I know this sounds hyperbolic as fuck. It's fucking poison. It's fucking poison, and it's fucking killing us. Sugar is so bad for you. Too much sugar, processed sugar, can affect you in so many negative ways. It can affect your emotional health and your mental health, your psychological health. It can affect your mood, your energy levels, your motivation, your sleep, your cognitive systems, your concentration, your memory. Like, it affects so much, but the way our food, there's so much sugar in absolutely everything. The way our food is processed, or the way our food is processed, breaks down the sugar too quickly, that it's poison. It's bad. It's so bad. Get it out of your fucking diet as much as you fucking possibly can, right? I started eliminating sugar out of my diet years ago. Again, when I was going through my natural healing process from my depression and my mental health, like, I started literally becoming obsessed with reading about how to naturally heal mental health issues. And I started eliminating sugar back then. I used to hate water. I used to be very addicted to soda and fruit juices, and I used to not even understand why people drank water. I used to be like, why do you drink water? It's like tasteless. Now I literally cannot, I can't get enough water. I love fucking water. I'm constantly hydrating myself. I love water. It's so good for you. Of course, you're gonna get water poison. Don't drink it too fastly, too much too fast. But that was my first step. I eliminated soda, and I eliminated fruit juices, which did a world of good for me. After that, I eliminated processed carbs. I got really sick a few years ago when I was in Thailand. My energy levels were so dismal. I was so extremely fatigued that sometimes it was literally hard for me to get out of bed. Like, it was so bad. I started having super bad cramps in my stomach, because all of the rice I was eating, because I was in Asia, I was in Thailand, like, started messing up the lining of my stomach. And so, like, I started getting super bad cramps. I looked like I was 4 months pregnant, and I was not sexually active at the time, and my stomach was like bloated out to here. And I wasn't taking any number 2s, like, at all. No matter what I did, I took fiber supplements and prunes and apple cider vinegar and everything people kept throwing at my way, and nothing was happening. And I started getting really depressed as well. And then something dawned on me. It's a long story how I got to the revelation that it was the rice. So I won't go into that, but I came to the revelation that it was the rice, and I stopped eating rice within 2 days. Within 2 days or a few days, my stomach, it felt like someone put a pin in it and picked it and pricked it, and my stomach went back down to flat. This is what my stomach naturally looks like, and it was like that. I couldn't even push it out that far. It was like out here, and then like flattened back down within like a few days. My energy levels literally shot through the fucking roof. Like my concentration, my cognitive abilities, my focus, my motivation, everything shot through the roof after just a few days of stop eating rice. And not only did I get better, I realized that I had been sick for years, because I always struggled with chronic fatigue ever since I was like 18 years old, 17, 18 years old. And because everybody was acting like getting older just means you're gonna feel terrible all the time, I just normalized it. But I used to always say, like, man, like as soon as I wake up and eat breakfast, I feel like I need to go back to sleep again. I hate, like, and I would also say, like, feeling tired feels like I'm sick. Like every time I feel tired, I just feel awful. I was sick, and I didn't realize I was sick. After that, I started eliminating even more rice and processed food or processed carbs. And oh my God, I just haven't gone back to the way it used to be. My fatigue, for the most part, on most days, is completely not there. And the thing is when I do start to feel that way again, I now know what it is. Like that familiar fatigue feeling, I know the difference between that and me just being tired or me just being sleepy. And I check in with myself. What am I eating? What's in my diet? Where am I fucking up? The same thing if I start to feel like a little bit depressed or like a little bit something's going on up here, I check in with myself. When you do your own research and figure out what's good for you and what's not good for you, you have an arsenal, you have a tool chest of things you can go back to and assess when things start to be out of alignment when it comes to your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. All right, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go. This wasn't like a deep dive on like sugar, like breaking it down every little detail. There's so many videos out there that will teach you these things. Unfortunately for me, I feel like, and this is not everyone, of course, because I do think there's a new movement of people like really waking up, but unfortunately, when people give you information on how to help yourself, it's not sexy. It's not like, I'm going to teach you how to do crypto so you can get a new Bugatti or a G-Wagon so you can go fuck a 19-year-old. When someone gives you information to truly help yourself live a better life, and it's not super flashy and it's not super sexy, it doesn't go viral a lot of the times. And it's really sad because it just says like what the algorithm is looking for. Because like, it doesn't go viral because people aren't searching for it, because people aren't trying to find that information. And that's depressing, because your health is really so fucking important, and it affects so many parts of your life. Take it fucking seriously. Really start educating yourself about what you're eating and what's in your food and how your food is being processed. I'm not saying being a purist, and I'm not saying being obsessed with it. I am not a purist whatsoever. I still can do so much better when it comes to eliminating things out of my diet, but I've come leaps and bounds than where I used to be and where I am now. Like the separation between most average American diets. Do yourself a favor and research it. That's it, guys. I'm gonna go. It's getting dark. I'm gonna adjust the lighting. No, it's getting dark. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for giving me your time. I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any more information. Put it in the comment section down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you disagree with me or agree with me. Donate. It helps keep me on this platform. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.